The Munich attack by Farhad Nouri, an Afghan asylum seeker, underscores the dangers of lenient border policies and lax immigration controls. Despite having his asylum application denied, Nouri remained in Germany due to security concerns in Afghanistan. His extremist views, evidenced by his social media activity, led to a horrific car attack, injuring dozens, including a child. This incident highlights the risks associated with open borders and the need for stricter immigration laws to protect citizens from potential threats posed by illegal immigrants. It's a stark reminder that national security should never be compromised for the sake of unchecked migration.
I believe there is nothing more urgent than mass migration. Today, almost 1 in 5 people living in this country moved here from abroad. That is, of course, an all-time high. It's a similar number, by the way, in the United States, also an all-time high. The number of immigrants who entered the EU from non-EU countries doubled between 2021 and 2022 alone, and of course, it's gotten much higher since. And we know the situation, it didn't materialize in a vacuum. It's the result of a series of conscious decisions made by politicians all over the continent and others across the world over the span of a decade. We saw the horrors wrought by these decisions yesterday in this very city. And of course, I can't bring it up again without thinking about the terrible victims who had a beautiful winter day in Munich ruined. Our thoughts and prayers are with them and will remain with them. But why did this happen in the first place? It's a terrible story, but it's one we've heard way too many times in Europe and unfortunately too many times in the United States as well. An asylum seeker, often a young man in his mid-20s, already known to police, rams a car into a crowd and shatters a community. How many times must we suffer these appalling setbacks before we change course and take our shared civilization in a new direction? No voter on this continent went to the ballot box to open the floodgates to millions of unvetted immigrants.